Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Before I start this editorial, as always, I say please distribute this editorial if you feel this editorial is worth distributing. If possible, log on and watch us on our website www.hwnews.in. YouTube doesn't distribute our content the way it should, so I would urge you to either log on to our website, watch us, which will be ideal, or if you are watching us on YouTube, please share our content as much as possible. Chalo, this is one. I've got three very, very important topics to discuss with you. Three very important topics. My topic number one starts with the fact that is Hindi necessary to unite our nation? That's the first question I would like to ask tonight. The second point that I want to raise is, why do we say that the fuel price is actually breaking the backbone of Indian middle class? Why do you say that? I'm going to throw some figures at you and I'm going to prove it to you statistically as to why Indians middle class will suffer because of the price rise. The last point, again a very important point, is electoral bonds are almost becoming an official bribe tool in this country. Three very important topics. Let's get right into the show. Okay, so last Thursday, our Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, made a statement. He said people from all different states should speak Hindi, not English. We should have one language, one country. He said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has decided that the medium of running the government is the official language, and this will definitely increase the importance of Hindi. Now, the time has come to make the official language an important part of the unity of the country. When citizens of states who speak other languages communicate with each other, it should be in the language of India. This is what Mr. Shah said. Now, to be very fair to what he said, he also said that Hindi should be accepted as an alternative to English and not to local language. He suggested that Hindi should be made more flexible by accepting words from other local languages. So he said, to be fair with him, he said, Baba, listen, you know what? Hindi should not be an alternative to a local language. So in Maharashtra, where I stay, Marathi will be there. Marathi is the local language. But instead of using English, you should alternate it with Hindi. This is what he said. Okay. You know, there's a very famous saying that you should not mend things that are not broken. You should not repair things that are not broken. Why would you repair something which is not broken? If you are mending things that are not broken, that means your intention of mending it is something else and not to repair the thing and get it back working. What am I saying? I am saying that in India, we have 19,500 mother tongues. And this is not yesterday or today. From time immemorial, India had many languages, many dialects. Since 2011, we had 19,569 mother tongues. So it was more. Okay. There are 121 languages which are spoken by more than 10,000 people. And 96.71% of people in India speaks one of the 22 scheduled languages. This is some data that I wanted to share with you. Now, there are 22 scheduled languages. I will read out those languages to you just so that there is clarity. The 22 scheduled languages in India includes Assami, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Oriya, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu, Bodo, Santali, Maithili and Dogri. These are the 22 scheduled languages in India. Now, this is how India has been. Okay, this is how India has been. All this has not happened yesterday. This has happened since time immemorial. Even before independence, these languages were spoken in India. Even before independence, we had huge amount of mother tongues. We had lots of dialects. What went wrong with our unity? Was there a problem for Maharashtra to communicate with Uttar Pradesh or for Tamil Nadu to communicate with Uttar Pradesh? Were they communicating in sign languages? No. It was all happening seamlessly. What are you mending? There is no problem of unity in India because of a language. So why change? Why infuse Hindi? Why force Hindi into a state which has no problem speaking 19,500 languages? Absolutely no problem. The administration system of this country is seamlessly working with whatever language we have. 22 scheduled language mein, we are working beautifully. Then why force Hindi? Then is forcing Hindi then a political need rather than a social need? As an Indian, I can understand Marathi. I can speak Marathi. I can understand and speak Hindi. I can understand and speak Malayalam. I can understand and speak English. I can understand Gujarati. I can understand Bengali. Bengali I have to because it's my wife's language, so I better. So I can understand Bengali. I can understand Gujarati because it's my neighboring state. I can understand Tamil because it's again neighboring state to where I hail from, that is Kerala. I can understand a little bit of Kannada. 8 languages I can understand. Some of them I can speak and read and write. And I feel absolutely proud. This is the Indian that we are. This is the Indian we are. Nobody forced me to learn all these languages. These languages I learned because that's how it is. When I go to different states, you tend to pick up those languages. You tend to learn those languages. When we are Indians, when we relate with different states, we learn their languages. And that's the beauty of India. Why do you want to spoil it? Why do you want to spoil it? Let it be. If I want to learn a language, I will learn it. But to impose the fact that no, you have to go with this language is wrong. This is India. Diversity is our unity. And that's one thing we should maintain. That's my point. Let's get into the next topic. You know, when I normally say that petrol and diesel prices break the backbone of a middle class, when I normally say that, let me tell you why I say it. A lot of people write to me, agar share palna hai to kharcha karna, and all that jazz I get to hear. But keep all that aside. I don't take those things seriously. But even when people say, yeah, you know what to do, the world is going through crisis. There's a crisis. There is a fuel crisis, petrol crisis across the globe. So, you know, we'll have to face it. The point that I'm trying to say is India is facing it the most. And most of the cost is happening because of the state excise and the central excise, the taxes that the state is levying and the taxes that the center is levying. And who is paying for it? We are paying for it. A common man is paying for it. And I've always been saying that if you add taxes on petrol, it is not just the rich that suffers. It is the poor that suffers. A poor pays as much as the rich does. So you're collecting taxes from the poor who doesn't have 2 square meals for his family, and you are taxing from the rich the same amount who possibly has 20 flats in Malabar and Mumbai. The same amount both are paying. How fair is that? That's the point. And today, I want to prove this with some figures, with some data like I normally do. Let's get into this data. Let's talk about affordability of fuel, of petrol and diesel and LPG in the world. Affordability in terms of percentage of daily income, which means what I'm trying to do is we are trying to analyze the percentage of money that an average Indian spends on fuel versus his daily income. Okay? Now, let's take advanced countries. Let's take top 3. Say Spain, for instance, spent 2.2% of their daily wages, daily income in petrol and 2.2% in diesel, 1.1% in LPG. Italy spends 1.9% of their daily income on petrol, 1.9% on diesel and 0.9% on LPG. UK spends 1.5% on petrol, 1.7% on diesel and 0.7% in LPG. Let's go to United States directly. United States spends 0.6% of their daily income in petrol, 0.7% of their daily income in diesel, and the LPG price is not available. Now let's talk about large developing countries, BRIC countries. Okay, so that is India, South Africa, Brazil, China and Russia. Let's talk about them. India spends 23.5% of our daily wages, daily income on petrol. An average Indian spends 20.9% of his daily income on diesel and 15.6% of his daily income on LPG. South Africa spends 7.6%, 8.1%. LPG is not available. Brazil spends 6.8%, 6.2%. LPG data again here is also not available. China spends 4.1%, 3.7%. LPG not available. Russia spends 1.9%, 2% and 1% on LPG. This is as far as BRIC is concerned. We talk about being superpower, $5 trillion and all, $5 trillion economy and all that. See, all that when you talk, you have to compare your figures with the people who are around you, people who are developing countries, to people who are developing at your pace. Need to compare ourselves with them and see where we stand. Now let us look at countries in our subcontinent. Nepal spends more than us. A Nepali spends 38.2% of his daily income on petrol, 34% of his daily income on diesel. LPG again non-available. Pakistan spends 23.8% and 22.8%. Bangladesh again lesser than us. 15.2% of his daily income is spent on petrol. 13.6% is spent on diesel. LPG is unavailable. Bhutan spends only 12.7% of the daily income in petrol, average daily income in petrol, and 13.4% of average daily income in diesel. This is where Bhutan stands. So the fact is, at 23%, 23.5% and 20.9%, when almost 22% of your daily income goes into petrol and diesel, and almost 15.8%, 16% of your daily wages goes into LPG, what is left for you for food? What is left for you for food? And unfortunately, the sad part is, like I say this before and like I say this again, the richest man in India pays the same price for a liter of petrol that the poorest man, or auto rickshaw driver, pays for his diesel. Both of them pay the same price. They pay the same taxes. How fair is that? And how long are we going to break the bone of our middle class? Think about it. These figures are in front of you. Okay, there is a company called IFB Agro Industries Limited. IFB Agro Limited is basically into distillery and bottling. They have a turnover of around 1,700 crores and they make a profit of around 8.59 crore per quarter, around 9 crores per quarter. Okay, this is this company. This company is based in Kolkata. Now this company, they called a board meeting and they announced saying that, Baba, this time 22-23, I will give, how much? I will give 40 crores of rupees as electoral bond. Baba, please give 40 crores of rupees as electoral bond. Why? They say because there has been huge amount of excise raids on them. They say that there are some huge goons who came, some 150 armed goons who came inside their factory, destroyed their factory, broke their CCTV, broke their everything, and they were not allowed to work. So this company said, Baba Re, I will give you 40 crores of rupees, I will give it as electoral bonds, give it to political party, but spare me. Spare me. Okay, this is a clear example of official bribe. Official bribe. If this is not official bribe, pray tell me, viewers, what is official bribe? ये सब हम लोग बोलता है, that is exactly why our channel is not distributed. But then I don't care because you are there to do that for us. You tell me, if this is not official bribe, what is? A board passing a resolution, a board of a company sitting down, passing a resolution because we have got excise strikes that's happening, excise raids that happening, and goons are coming into a factory. So the solution is pay 40 crore rupees from our 1,700 crore turnover and 8.59 crore profit per quarter. Pay 40 crore rupees to electoral bonds, give it to political party, at least we will buy protection. In Mumbai, what is that called? That is called hafta. Protection money, hafta. Acha, when goons collected, it is hafta. When political parties collected, it is electoral bonds. I would see it that way. In fact, this is not the first time. They have done it 21-22 also. They have given a sum of rupees 25 crores during 2021, financial year 2021-2022. Now they have increased it to 40 crores because 25 crores. So, what is electoral bonds? So when people have been shouting at the top of their voice like I am right now, that electoral bonds is possibly another official form of bribe, here we are. This is the example. Right in front of us. IFB Agro Industries Limited. Think about it and write down in your comments what you feel. Please log on to our website. Please log on to our website because finally, the only thing we have in our control is our website. Please log on to our website, watch our programs on our website. Please make it a habit to watch our programs on our website because if you start watching it on our website, we are not dependent on any platforms to come to you. We will be independent and we can say, we can bring about things, we can bring these kind of topics in front of you so that without any fear or favor and without any fear that, we may be striked out or we may be cut down or we may be not distributed and all that, you can empower us with that. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Do not forget to pick up a package. Your money helps us to pay our bills. That's it. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.